Hi everybody. I just wanted to make a quick update. I haven't posted anything new in quite a while. No real excuse for that, just lots of things going on. I hope to continue or restart making videos on a more regular schedule. I'd like to put out something, once a week or every other week, but we'll just have to see how my schedule goes. I'm going to be doing, for my first scenario on my next video, a small engagement scenario from Mark Herman's Pacific War, which was produced by Victory Games in 1985. This will be the Savo Island scenario, where the player, it's kind of a solitaire scenario where the player controls the forces of the Japanese against the Americans, which are kind of, well, I don't know. They're just kind of a static force. It would just cover the naval combat cycles. One naval combat cycle. There will be no map. You're just going to play it on the naval combat display. And it says the playing time is about 15 minutes, but doing it solo, I'm going to do kind of a play-by-play, action-by-action type of playthrough, so it'll take a little bit more than 15 minutes. So I've changed it around just a little bit. I played the original scenario, but I found it to be very much in the Allies' favor, and yet what I read on this battle, the Japanese really had no trouble in handing the Allies a defeat, substantial defeat. So I'm going to play around with it just a little bit. Basically all I'm going to do is give the Japanese torpedoes double hits. So whenever they score, or if they score a hit on an Allied vessel, they will basically score double that. So some of the ships I've changed around by looking at the orders of battle from the actual engagement itself. I don't know if that'll work or not. This is just kind of an experiment, just kind of get me back into the game. I'm going to do just a few scenarios and playthroughs and walkthroughs of this game over the course of the year. It is one of my favorite games, although I never get the chance to play it, since it really relies upon at least 2 players for some of the hidden elements used in the game. So anyway, victory conditions are the player wins if the Japanese sink the Allied amphibious transport. The player loses if the Allies sink 2 or more Japanese naval units and the Allied amphibious transport is not sunk. Any other result is a draw. So I will, in my next video, we will start with the first naval combat round, I think it is. The Allies, or pardon me, the Japanese are the only ones who may engage in combat first in all 3 of the combat rounds. Only in the 3rd combat round do the Allied forces get to participate in combat. So that basically gives the Japanese player 2 free rounds to do as much damage as possible. And the way the ships are brought into the battle, the Japanese should be able to begin damaging the Allied player's ship during rounds 2 and 3. So they should stand a pretty good chance of knocking out the amphibious unit, but we'll see. Most all of the Allied ships can take 5 to 6 hit points before they're sunk. Japanese pretty much all can take 6 hit points. There's a couple of smaller ones. Only the capital ships really represent just a single vessel. Some of the lesser ships, such as cruisers, light cruisers, they represent 2 or 3 ships. And things like destroyers, they represent up to 6 ships. So they're very hard to take out, all the destroyers and stuff in one battle. But anyway, I'll try to go into that a little bit more in detail. I'm just basically going to play this just to get back into the game. After that, I may try and play engagement scenario numbers 3 and numbers 4, and perhaps number 5. So just kind of get a feel for all the systems. I know I did Pearl Harbor, I don't know, a year or so ago. That's the one I like to play, in December, whenever I get a chance. But sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Since I didn't get a chance to play anything over the holidays or in December, or really much last year, I'm going to try and make up for that by playing the next engagement scenario in Pacific War. So with that, I think I'm going to end this video. Just want to give kind of a quick update, and I will hopefully post another video within a week. But don't quote me on that, don't hold me to that. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay, and like I said, I'm going to try and put out a little bit more content on a more frequent basis. So pretty much anything more than 2 videos a year will be doubling my output. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.